Jack of diamonds, and I know you of old. You rob my poor pockets of silver and gold. It's whiskey, you villain, or you've been my downfall. You kick me and you cuff me, but I love you
The name comes from my grandfather, who was, he died about 3 years ago, and he was a doctor in the Navy. He was quite renowned in his community in Camden in Arkansas in the US. He was very philosophical, he was very forward-thinking for his time, and I don't know, when we decided to kind of come up with a name for the barbershop, it just seemed like a good kind of way to bring family into the kind of business. Any allergies?
No.
I don't need to be.
I think this might be one of the times I've been in this position, but I know I'm going to keep all my teeth, you know?
The barbershop came about, I was working and living in Scotland before this, and had I not left Scotland for China, I'd have opened a barbershop there. When I came here, was working in another shop. It was good fun, but it wasn't quite what I wanted to do, not quite as barber oriented as I had hoped. So Dylan and I have been friends for many years, and we were talking one day just about opening a shop and having a barber shop, because Shanghai doesn't have any barber shops. The culture, I think, was here many years ago, but it's been lost over time. So we just saw the opportunity and thought we'd try it ourselves and see how it goes.
It's whiskey, you villain, or you've been my downfall. You kick me.
It's meant to be, yeah, it's meant to be like a traditional barbershop, so you know, you can't have a man in a place without a beer in his hand or a whiskey in his hand. It'd just be rude. One of the ideas we had was to kind of make people more comfortable inside the shop. So what we did was we are offering people, everybody, like a shot of Jameson or a bottle of Asahi on the house, and that's included in all the prices. But then also what we wanted to do was we wanted to kind of offer people a variety of whiskies and beers, even though we're not a bar. So the idea is that every month we'll bring in a new bourbon or craft beer. This month we've got Buffalo Trace and a Dead Guy Ale. Next month we'll switch that up, so that every time someone comes in for a haircut or a beard trim or a shave, we can offer them something new, and so they can try something different every time they come in.
It's a beefsteak when I'm hungry, rye whiskey when I'm dry, oh, the greenbacks when I'm hard up, oh, heaven when I die. I'll go me in the holler and build me a still, and I'll give you a gallon for a $5 bill. Oh,
The first shade is kind of just like the rough draft. It gets all off the main kind of length of the hairs. So I'm going to do the second shade.
Can I sneak some beard oil, or?
Yeah, sure, yeah, grab that first one there, yeah.
This one?
Yep.
It will be like much more focused.
Yeah.
It's okay, just relax. Yeah, he was just he was growing up in Camden in Arkansas. Well, he grew up in Arkansas, but he was a proclaimed atheist. My grandmother is God-fearing, but he didn't go to church. He was very philosophical. He was just very open-minded, which I think, especially in that area of the world, certainly throughout the last couple of decades, is quite different. And he just always had a very kind of open mind, and the musings that he wrote this a couple of months before he died, and it was just, he handed it out to my sister, my siblings. We all got a copy of it, and it was just things that he just thought were a good way of life. It wasn't rules you must follow, it was just the way he managed to get by for 93 years. So it's kind of a good preaching. It's not a preaching, but it's a good way to live your life, and that's why he called it How to Live the Good Life.
I'm the co-owner of Shanghai Tattoo now for a few years, and obviously like tattoos and barbershops have a very kind of close relationship, where it used to be back in the day you would go into a barbershop, you get your sailor would go in, get his haircut, get his shave, get his tooth pulled and his tattoo done, some minor surgery usually as well. So we are not licensed to do minor surgery or dentistry at the moment, so but we're working on that. And so at the moment we're just going to do haircuts and shave.
Whiskey, rye, whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. Ooh, wah,